this is Ken Kepler from the New England Motorcycle Museum, and I'm proud to be representing one of the best Honda cruisers of all time, the Honda Shadow Aero. It's a shaft drive, liquid cooled, high-tech motorcycle, but it looks like a 1949 Harley Davidson Hydroglide. It has the replica Hydroglide front end on it, the big giant chrome headlight that you can watch the world reflect off of as you're driving it by. It's got the vintage style speedometer, giant gas tank on it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. My favorite color combination, this is a black with red pinstriping and the dark gray two-tone. It's just a fantastic looking bike with the white walls. This bike was just completely refurbished by one of the best Honda technicians in the world. He's actually built bikes that have gone to the AMA, or the Antique Automobile Club of America museum. He does museum quality restorations. This bike right here was mechanically restored. Cosmetically, it didn't need it because it's a low mile bike, only has 27,000 miles, but it's been completely gone through front to back, and I'll tell you exactly what's been done on it, and I'll do a quick riding demonstration, and I'll bring it inside and I'll read off the work order and tell you exactly what we did to this bike. But it's a beautiful, beautiful machine. It has a 2-up saddle, huge all-day comfort. It's got the riders straps so they don't fly off the back. The exhaust on this side is a huge 2-into-1, and it's a stock exhaust. You don't need to put a Cobra header on this thing because the stock exhaust sounds awesome on it. A lot of nice accessories on it. It has the highway pegs, floorboards, big fat white wall tires that just pop, and it's in beautiful condition. So also, one of the things I really like about this bike is the beach bars. These bars are just fantastic. They're nice and comfortable. Let me fire this baby up. Electric start, of course. Typical Honda. Fires right up. Absolutely bulletproof. I'm gonna do a drive-by down on the street, Kenny, so I'll pick you up. We'll take a ride down. So let me just hop on. We'll take a little ride on it. This bike has shaft drive. Disc brakes. Although it looks like a vintage bike, a classic, it is very, very modern. And Honda's notorious for having the best technology. They are a world-class. It's called the Honda Motor Company. This engine looks like a classic air-cooled V-twin, but it's liquid cooled, so it runs nice and cool, and it'll run forever. So let me do a quick drive-by for you, and let's see a little exhaust note on this thing. Stock fishtail exhaust, the chrome on it's beautiful. It looks like a bazooka and it sounds awesome. Turn signals work beautifully. High beam, low beam, electric start, everything on this bike works exactly like the day it came out of the factory showroom. Bike just shifts, handles, and runs flawlessly. This is the kind of bike that is not only fun to look at in the winter when you can't ride it, but when springtime comes, if you want to ride this thing up to Laconia or out to Sturgis or on a long cross-country ride, you can buy all kinds of accessories for this motorcycle. They make windshields, saddlebags, quick detach components to make the bike more of a touring machine. And it's with the shaft drive. This is a maintenance-free motorcycle. Put gas on it and ride it. Keep it nice and clean and waxed. It'll stay looking beautiful and run forever. So come on into the showroom. I'll read off the work order, the extensive list of work that we just did to this bike to get it ready for the next decade of riding. So trouble-free riding. So hop on, Kenny, we'll take a ride up. So we got through the ride portion of the video. Now I get to tell you all about the specifics of this motorcycle. It's a 2000 model year Shadow Aero 1100. It's the black and the pearl beige color with a dark red pinstripe. The nicest color combination ever on this bike in my opinion. And this thing's beautiful with the beach bars, the wide white walls. This thing really pops. I wanted to go over with you what we did to the motorcycle. We've invested over $2,400 into the bike in parts, service, and labor, and shipping. First thing was the bike wasn't running when we purchased it because it needed a battery and a carb clean. So we had to ship it here. It was $150 to have it trucked here. And then the first thing we did was a compression test on the bike. The front and rear cylinders each produced 140 PSI, which is perfect for this bike. The gas tank was taken off, the seat was taken off, the original battery was removed, the carburetors were removed, and the carburetor was completely dismantled and cleaned in our ultrasonic carb cleaning tank. I have the list here. Let's see. They replaced all O-rings and the float valves in the carburetors and completely cleaned them in the ultrasonic tank, and then reinstalled the carburetors and synchronized the carburetors while the bike was running. The throttle pipe and the handlebars were lubed, and the cables were lubed and adjusted for free play. The gas tank was cleaned out while it was off the bike, and the OEM fuel filter was replaced, and the fuel lines were inspected, and the fuel pump operation was checked. Everything checked out perfect. Again, they performed a vacuum while engine running carb synchronization. And one of the reasons this bike runs so beautifully was done by a master Honda technician, fully certified Honda tech at Kaplan Cycles. The final mixture screw and the idle adjustments were done, and it was tuned in perfection. Brand new spark plugs were installed. We changed the engine oil and filter with a high quality Maxima 10 weight 40. The coolant was drained and changed with new coolant. They topped off the reservoir and pressure tested the system and the cap. Everything checked out great. This is a shaft drive, so the final drive was inspected and the final drive fluid was changed. A brand new Yuasa battery was installed, and the battery terminals were cleaned. The air box and air filter, it has a K&N high quality lifetime air filter, so that was installed and oiled. So everything's 100% on the gas tank, the carburetor, the fuel lines, the spark plugs, the battery, the air filter, the air box, the air intake system. Quite a bit of work was done on the bike. The brake system also, every several years I recommend changing the brake fluid. So the brake fluid was drained, flushed, refilled, and then bled front and rear, so the brakes are spot on. The brake pads are 80% in the front and 80% in the rear. The brakes are like brand new. All electrical functions on the bike are perfect. Everything checks out perfectly. The bike was test ridden by me and our mechanics. The operation of the clutch, transmission, and brakes is all 100%. Then the bike, after all the mechanical work was done on it, it went in for a full detail by the detail pros at the New England Motorcycle Museum. It's about a 6-hour process where all the chrome is bicarbonate sodium blasted. The aluminum is polished. The paint, it has a 3-step process done where it's buffed and then waxed and sealed. And the paint's in beautiful condition on this. The black and the pearl beige is just a fantastic color combo. The bike runs like a brand new bike. It looks like a new bike, and can be owned for a fraction of what a new 1100 would cost. The total investment was 15 and a quarter hours labor, plus parts, plus the shop supplies and the shipping of the bike. The total was $2,403. I mean, that's the value of the services that were put into the motorcycle and parts. So rest assured, if you want to buy one of these and you want one that's absolutely trouble-free, ready to go for another 15 years of riding, this is your bike. If you want a bike that's going to be an absolutely excellent return on investment for what you're going to pay for it, then buy this bike. It's an awesome bike. The white walls really kind of make the bike too. It also has the option of the highway pegs on here, which gives you an extra spot to put your feet if you're riding a long ways. It has a floorboard, so it's really comfortable. Just a fantastic running bike. If you have any questions about it, give us a call, 860-454-7024. A portion of the proceeds from the sale are going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum. So you're helping contribute to the cause. And with that, I'm going to push this back into the showroom and let everybody drool on it until it finds its new home. Whoever gets this is going to have an awesome summer riding. So good luck bidding on this bike, and God bless America.